Okay, Whale Wars, Viking Shores. I talked about a year ago that I was kind of a fan of the Whale Wars program. You know this program, of course, Lewis.
Oh yeah, we talked about it before.
And the old series involved whale hunting of minke whales down in the South Pacific in the Antarctic Ocean. And that was really something that it seemed very clear that Japanese were claiming that they were doing research, but whale meat widely available in Japan. And it just really seems like it was essentially a slaughter and a very anti-animal rights. Would you agree with that?
You don't go out and kill as many whales as possible for research purposes.
So now there's this new series, because the last Whale Wars series was so successful that they actually did basically halt Japanese whaling in the Antarctic Ocean, in the Southern Ocean, that now they've had to move on. And the new series is called Whale Wars Viking Shores, and it takes place in the Faroe Islands, which are a Danish protectorate. And I'm still compelled by it. I saw the first episode, and I'll probably watch the whole season, but it's not that clear. They have this thing called a grind. It's spelled just like grind, but it's pronounced grind, where pilot whales are killed by hand. And there's a lot of controversy. You can see the picture we have up with the bloody water and people in the water. There's a lot of controversy here. The process involves panicking the whales by surrounding them and kind of herding them towards the shallow beach. And then they're killed by hand, essentially, with what look like pickaxes. And when they actually show up at the Faroe Islands, a lot of the Faroese, I believe they're called, are saying, listen, we're very isolated, and we hunt these whales for food. We kill them as quickly as possible. It takes less than 2 minutes to kill them. It's not that different from the process at maybe a slaughterhouse for cow or chicken or pig or what have you. And pilot whales are not endangered, and we've been using them as food here for 1,000 years. So I actually started researching this, and it is true that the Faroese do eat pilot whale. At the same time, is it that clear? When you talk to younger people, they say, you know, not everybody eats pilot whale. I'm actually having mixed feelings about whether this is really the best example, the best fight for animal rights that we could be undertaking.
I don't know. I mean, are you completely against the killing of whales in general?
That's the thing. The situation with the minke whales appears to be, it's number one, they are far more endangered. And number two, it seems to violate at least some kind of international laws. This here, to me, is leaning a little bit more just kind of a nobody should eat animals type of thing. That being said, it is pretty gruesome when they go out there and literally just start hacking away at these whales with pickaxes until they die. I do find it to be relatively gruesome. I'm just not as compelled by it as I was by the original Whale War seasons and that cause in the Southern Ocean.
Yeah, which I did not watch, but so I can't really...
What's your thought on this, Natan? I mean, what should we be focusing on here? Whether it's an endangered species, whether they are being put to death in a humane way, which they are kind of arguing you get the aorta right away, but it seems pretty brutal when you look at the video of it.
It seems to me, I don't really know much about this, but it seems like the focus should probably be on endangered animals. If it's not on that, then you can apply the same logic to any animal that's killed for food. You can try to make it less painful for the animal to kill them, or to try to abolish the killing of them outright. But it seems like I don't see any difference between killing a non-endangered whale and any other animal if it's done with as little pain as possible.
All right. Well, let me know your thoughts on this one. David Pakman.com, contact us or leave us a voicemail at 219-2-DAVID-P.